The Braw and the Brave.
Hello and welcome back to the Braw and the Brave with me, Lisa Kennedy. I feel as if I haven't done this for ages. I'm not sure I can do it, but hopefully you're with me, pals. Stick with me, I'm getting there. As ever, I would love it if you come and follow us on the socials. We're on TikTok, I know. I've tried to resist it for long enough, but we're on TikTok now. Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, of course, we are also on Spotify and SoundCloud. So if you're not watching the podcast, you could be listening. So if you're on the move and you want to listen to the podcast, we're there too. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed on YouTube, it would be smashing if you come over there. I'd love to see you. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm dead chuffed to say that Billy Reekie's on the podcast. Hiya, pal. Again, you came across the car park and I was like, I know him. I don't. Well, this is literally the first time we've met. But I think, again, with social media, as much as it gets a bad rap, you're the kind of person who you feel like you know when you meet them. So that's, and also I was driving here thinking, do you know Billy's name? Like if somebody was like, oh, Billy Reekie, he's a great guy. I feel as if that's what people say about you, and I don't even know you, but I feel as if that's the energy that you give off.
That's really nice to hear.
I genuinely do, like on your socials. That's why I wanted you to come on the podcast. And also, hilariously, right, so my colleague Christina saw you busking, gigging in like Sauchiehall Street a couple of weeks ago.
Right, yes.
And in pure Christina style, she's like, his sign was blown away.
That's right.
So I went to Boots and got him sellotape and I was like, of course she did. And then she's like, you should have him on your podcast. Do you want me to ask him? So she's voice noting me.
It was amazing. She was such a nice person.
She really is. She's
really,
the best.
really.
And now
that
you're
helped.
here.
I know. Just
So that's
like that.
Christina. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
Listen, we just get stuff done.
That's it. That's it.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
That's true.
now
That's
you're
one
here.
thing I've noticed. Like, my mum's from Glasgow.
Is she?
Yeah, she is.
So you're from Fife?
I'm from Fife. My dad's
Brought up in Fife?
Yes, brought up
right,
in
okay,
Fife.
but your mum's a Glasgow gal.
She is, and you do notice the difference in culture a wee bit. I love Fife, don't get me wrong. Of
course.
I'm a big preacher of Fife, but
Yes.
in Glasgow I've found, in terms of other places I've been in the world, Glasgow people will hold the door open for you, whereas anyway, like other cities I've been to,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a wee bit different. So Glasgow's got a special place in my heart.
Of course. And growing up, was music just a thing that was in your house? Like, were people playing instruments? Were you listening to loads of music? Like, are your parents a big influence in terms of your musicality and what you're doing now?
Oh, definitely. My dad, he was like on the circuit, so like he would do all the Haven holiday parks singing.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Right, okay.
So he would do that, and I remember like every weekend he'd be away because I mean it was quite.
Right?
It was dedicated, and he would have like a couple of mixtapes that he'd recorded, like covers, and like Billy Vera at this moment and stuff, and I'd play that, and I'd be like, Dad, like trying to get me.
Bless you.
It broke my heart, but like that's kind of how it all started. So like I'd get into these like CDs and find all these other artists and stuff, and kind of started.
And
there, man.
like, in terms of your dad, like, guitaring, like, singing, like,
No, just a
frontman?
singer. Aye,
Brilliant,
frontman, yeah.
excellent.
He got me into piano when I was about 7 or 8, or maybe younger. I always forget, to be honest, because it feels like it's something I've always done.
You've always done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But piano is where I started. I picked up the guitar when I was about 12, 13. We were in theatre schools at that time, me and my sister.
Okay, see, now you're talking my language.
Yes, aye. So, I mean, I cannot dance, but I can get a bash.
You can. Everybody can. Listen, if you've got a music video to be choreographed, I'm making it happen, Billy.
Well,
don't you worry.
I need to have a chat with you then.
So musical theatre was another passion as a young person. That's interesting.
I'd auditioned for Oliver in the West End when I was 9. We got into like the final 4, but I could not do the English accent.
It's a tricky one to sustain an accent, any accent. You know, like I work with young people still nowadays, and I'm like, it is a skill. It's and not all actors can
It's tough.
do that. So that's
I
a
take my
toughie.
hat off to
Yeah,
them.
totally.
I'd be saying things like, "You can't do that." Like they're like, you don't say that if you're English. You know what I mean?
You're like, I don't know what the problem is here.
For anyone that doesn't understand, canny means can't. Yeah, so
the good Scots vernacular.
That and also the terrible dancing that I just did not deliver on. But everything happens for a reason, you know.
Exactly. It led you to where you are just now, Billy, which is just ahead of a record shop tour, which is so exciting.
Yeah, it kicks off today, actually, which is wild. I never thought I'd have a vinyl in a vinyl store or
So
stores.
cool, and I mean that's badass. He
feels
came across
good.
the car park and I was like, look at him, he's like a pure rock star. This feels
take
very
that.
rock star to be going on a vinyl tour.
Thank you. This early on, I feel really privileged. I've got a lot of supporters and people that have really egged me on to get this far. So I'm just a lot of feeling of gratitude, I think I would say, like feeling a lot of support and just inspired to keep going.
Yeah.
I just want to keep pushing it and see how far I can take it. So
It is, the hustle is real though, eh?
oh, aye. I mean,
So how long have you like been doing this? Like, I mean, obviously from a young age, but in terms of like, this is the career, this is the pathway now, how long would you say?
truthfully,
Yeah.
I'd say this is about the second year. I've been singing since God knows how long.
Yeah.
I've done all the pub gigs and clubs and all that stuff, but they were all covers. I never really saw myself being an artist. I gave it a wee go when I was like 21.
Okay.
Released a couple of songs, but I had not a clue what I was doing. And I thought then, I was like, oh, this is never going to happen. Like, I'm wasting my time.
Wow.
But then for some reason, I've ended up doing this again. And
It just seems like, I guess it seems like a big machine that you're like trying to tap into, like that world, the industry, eh?
small fish in a big pond.
Aye, but then it's undeniable, like the passion for it, you know.
Oh, I love it.
And like, I guess gigging back in the day and doing the pubs and all, that's where you're like really honing your craft.
Yeah.
Can I just say, your voice is incredible.
Thank you.
It honestly is. I was listening to your stuff again last night and my partner's a singer and he was like, oh, cracking voice.
Oh.
Like, it is, it's beautiful and really like distinct.
Thank you.
Like when I would know your voice. Do you know what I mean? If somebody's stuck on a track, I'm like, oh, it's Billy Reekie.
Thank
Do you know what I
you.
mean? Like it's and what a range, jeez oh.
It's
Is
funny.
that something that you always found you were just able to do, or is that something you've kind of honed as well?
I never realised like I had a range that was
Okay, you
any
were like,
different for
"This is just
anybody
my
else.
voice."
I never
Yeah,
even
yeah.
questioned it, but I remember like back in the days when I was busking, and I mean we still do a bit of busking stuff if
Yeah,
anybody's
yeah.
seen the content. But when I was busking on my own, when I was like 17, 18, I'd have a lot of older couples coming up and say, I could have swore that was a wee lassie for the bottom of the street. And at the time,
You're like,
I
"Is this a
never knew-
compliment?"
I'm like, and then they would follow on to say, oh, you've got a great voice
Yes.
and blah, blah, blah. Started listening to people like Smokey Robinson,
Yes.
like who's got a bit of higher voice. Michael Jackson, to be fair. I mean, I'm a massive MJ fan.
My partner. Well, I mean, my partner. I can't take credit because he is the biggest like fan. But yeah, that's who we were brought up on.
mean,
do you know what I
me
mean?
too.
Have you seen the film yet?
No, I did. I was about to say,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me if I'd seen this documentary on Netflix.
No,
but
I haven't watched that.
I haven't watched that, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Did you like the film?
I loved the film.
It was
I
great.
thought it was amazing. I thought there was actually a kind of theme of sadness in it as well. I don't know why, but I felt like a
Yeah.
bit like sorry.
I know. So I found it really emotional, like as
Aye.
well. Yeah, totally.
Because, I mean, talk
I
about
grow-
hard work.
I mean, growing up in that
Literally.
world, like from a baby, I didn't know anything else.
Literally, that's all he did.
Yeah.
That I'm going to burp, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're a human.
That's empty stomach coffee burps.
Oh no! You're not even at your breakfast.
I'm trying to get the
We're
fasting
not
game
even-
on.
Oh, don't be doing that. That's wild.
Apparently, it's good for you.
Is it though?
It's better than what I was eating.
He's like, I'm going on the tour. I need to get on the regime.
I need to get fitter. I mean, I needed a gastric sleeve for my mouth.
Listen,
Eat anything
you're a
inside.
busy bee. You're burning it off. It's just fuel. It's fuel for all the good stuff that you're doing.
So funny. Like, do you say mouth or mouth?
So I'm a huge, like, I write Scots poetry, so I'm a massive Scots fan.
Got you.
I don't know if I would say, no, I think I would say mouth normally, like chatting.
Aye, like
but if I was
the
to write
proper
it in a
way
poem,
of
I would
saying
write,
it.
no, but it's Scots is a language. We're all good.
Well, that's true.
But then, what was that I said last night? And one of the dancers was like, then she repeated it and then she went, why did I say that? And I went, because I just said it. And she was like, I would never say that. Oh, I was like, oh, is he coming the night?
Aye.
And she was like, oh, I don't know if he's coming the night. And she was like, I would never say the night. And she would say tonight. And I was like, well, I'm for Belsill. So
And this is how we're doing it.
that's why you said it. It's so funny how you've just got your way
Oh, it's funny.
of
Like,
saying. And then Fife, I guess, like beautiful accent. And are there particular words, do you think, in Fife that people use that you
Oh my God.
would notice
There's
we
a-
don't use here?
I think there's a list,
Is
to be
there?
fair.
I
yeah.
love it. I get so
think-
excited about words.
But now that you've asked me, I'm like,
You're like, I don't know any
I
words.
don't know what ones they would be, but I know that it's definitely got its own.
Yes,
thing.
there will be.
I've
Do you say
actually,
baffies for slippers?
I do.
Because that was one that somebody gave me
kind
once.
of interchange.
Okay.
Do you say house coat or dressing
Oh,
gown?
this is a big one.
I know.
It's a house coat.
Aye, it's a house coat for me as well. I've never said dressing gown in my life. Where's my
Feels
house
a-
coat?
It feels a bit like too fancy a
It does.
dressing gown.
It does.
Feels like robe-like.
It's a Primark house
Aye,
coat.
it's a house coat.
I've not
So-
paid for a Versace dressing gown.
Listen, that's when you know you've made it if you're buying a Versace dressing gown. Actually, a singer, Red, who you might be familiar with, she had bought herself a Versace dressing gown and had never worn it. And then a couple of weeks ago, I saw she'd put it on her socials and she was like, I bought this and like I've never had it on. So she was like, I'm just going to put it on. I was like, you wear the
Too
Versace
right.
house coat.
That's mint. I love how you still said house coat.
Absolutely.
Class.
And talking about words and songwriting. So is that like you're saying it was something you dabbled in when you were younger in terms of putting out your own stuff and writing and starting to like consider yourself as an artist, but more so in the last 2 years, this is like now you're.
It was TikTok. Funnily enough,
I mean, I wasn't slamming it when I was doing but it was one of those things I was like, do I need another social media platform in my life?
Well,
Apparently I do.
this is what I thought was ironic because, like, I felt the same way.
Okay.
I avoided TikTok. I was
Right.
like, I am not giving into TikTok. I don't know why, but
I know, but,
truthfully.
rubbing it against the system.
I'm
We're
not the-
cooler than that.
Well, that's what I thought, and then I realised I'm actually no cool.
I've never been cool.
I'm the opposite of cool, but I thought I'll get a bash, and I was just covering stuff. Obviously, I did a few different covers, but the one that like really shot off was that Celine Dion. It wasn't all by myself. What's the other one called? See, this is.
I know.
what
It's
I
not
mean.
I'm Alive. No, that's the upbeat one.
There were nights when the wind was so cold. All coming back to me now.
All come back. Well
It's
done.
literally all coming back to me now.
Yay! That's a tune, to be fair.
That was a cracker. Yeah, so I covered
yeah.
that song and
Yes.
it went off and done like 10 million views or something. Mental. I never thought I'd have a video or a cover going
wild.
that mad. And then a lot of people started messaging like managers, labels, all this sort of things. It was a bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah, of course.
I flew out to Berlin. I was asked out to go to LA. We did that. I ended up signing a management deal with my now management who are from Nashville. So
That's cool, innit?
it is really cool, but they have not a clue what I'm saying. So I need to
Somebody has
fix,
to translate for Billy.
literally.
That's hilarious.
They're like, what did he just say? And I'm like, do you get what I mean?
Don't change who you are, Billy.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just working on being a wee bit more understandable.
I guess as Scots, we do speak fast generally.
Yes.
We do speak fast. So we probably just need to maybe slow it down a wee bit. And
Yeah,
then
or maybe
people-
not. Maybe they need to speed it up.
I hear you, pal. I hear you. But I guess like that's so funny how you're saying about the whole TikTok thing and resisting it for a while, and it is like a whole trend that like, it's knowing what to put out and when to put. I mean, it's like a minefield as an artist as well. Like whether you're doing covers or whether you're putting out your own stuff, it's that staying true to yourself
Yes.
and doing the things that you want to do. But also, we're all aware like the world that we're living in. And I guess the industry is just fickle in that sense of like, what do people want? What is going to like capture people?
Absolutely.
And it feels like because of the whole social media world that dopamine hit thing that we need to, whatever it is, it needs to be good and it needs to be fast.
It's annoying because like you've got to then and I'll be honest, I actually refrain from writing like this because it would be a lie saying that I've never thought, right, I'm going to try and tailor a song to TikTok. And being so close to writing, I mean, ideas are formulated, but I've never executed on them because I'm like, this isn't
This is not me.
genuine. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm writing a song for the algorithm and like people's 3-second retention. And I'm like, nah, I want to write stuff that I connect with.
Of course.
And if anyone else does, then great. If they don't, then no harm
It has
done.
to work for you.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no judgment on what
Yeah.
people choose to put out in the world in terms of
Aye.
like trying to get like their name out
Aye, if
there
that's
or
their
whatever.
vibe, then by all means,
Of course,
go for it.
and I guess it's like the covers as well because Red's the same. Like Red, I mean, incredible voice. had spoken publicly about, going to sit with these industry kind of moguls or whatever and managers, and they're like, we don't want the big powerful voice, the Whitney thing's done. And that's her though, that's her identity. Like, she has that beautiful voice, and she credits like her popularity in the last couple of years again to TikTok. She was putting out her covers, and then as an artist, I guess it's a gateway then, and being able to be like,
100%.
now I can write my own stuff. Now people know who I am, and they're invested in me.
Well, it gets eyes on you,
of course,
and
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's songs, universal songs out there that everybody from different speaking languages to English speaking, like, we all know these huge songs. So it's a beautiful thing in a way.
Absolutely.
But when you're getting into the waters of like trying to get on that level, that's a whole different thing altogether. You know what I mean? And I don't know if TikTok, I'm sure there'll be many artists that have done great on TikTok with their originals, and power to them. I think there's a lot of artists that are really talented that don't get the light of day.
Of course.
And I'm not saying that like directed at myself.
No.
I'm just talking about like people I've discovered that have only got like a couple of followers,
like,
and I'm like,
why are they paying attention?
Like they are like the next big thing in my opinion. You know what I mean? And no one's seen them yet, but maybe, I don't know.
I think everything comes around though. I think things will change. Like,
I hope so.
There's trends, and right now social media is a trend that people are buying into, and I get it. And gosh, the Braw and the Brave wouldn't have survived having not had all these things. Do you know what I mean? And like, predominantly, like, that's how I got the word out initially when I was doing the podcast with social media. So I'm not going to like slate it, but
no way.
I think it's correct what you're saying about just like staying true to yourself as an artist. And
well, you can lose yourself in it, and that's the
totally.
thing. And I've spoke to many people like in this situation, in my position, above me, like just starting. They feel it, you know what I mean. And the only thing I'm saying about it is I just wish the retention rate was a bit quicker, I guess.
We just all sit down. Well, I mean, I'm doing a long form podcast. We're going to talk for 40 minutes. People are watching that. People are listening.
It's
like,
great.
there is a need for it still, amidst all the dopamine hit, like 30 seconds clip or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? I think we need to get back to just like sitting down and listening to a full album. Remember those days, like,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
vinyls?
Literally,
do you know what I mean?
when
And
I
you would
was-
get it, and it's all the artwork, and you take the sleeve out, and you read all the lyrics.
A whole
like,
experience. You could smell it.
I mean, there's nothing better.
I know.
I mean, I've still got all my vinyls. Like, I've got Thriller, Bad. Like, I've got them all still. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You don't think they sound better?
of course they do.
It's like what a colour, like a warmth.
So true.
That's
so true.
That is magical.
And I know it's like trendy for young people now, but I'm like, back in the day, they're like, what did you? I'm like, 44.
You're young.
But it's, it is important to like that attention to detail as an artist as well. Like, that it isn't just for the hit kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And in terms of your, like, you've mentioned already, like, artists that you've listened to growing up, and even so now, like, are there particular artists that have been a massive influence on your writing style or your performance style, or anything to do with your music?
As of like now, these days.
Yeah, what you feel as if, like, where you're at now as an artist, who's your biggest influence?
That's actually a really good question. I admire a load of artists. I mean, ranging from Ed Sheeran to then I could go and listen to the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber and loads of artists that are in at the minute. But I always find myself going back.
Yep.
I don't know why.
So your dad's stuff, the stuff your dad was listening to?
And about that time, but also like I was never a big Bon Jovi fan.
Okay, interesting.
But now I've got this mad thing where I'm like, I'm trying to understand, right, what made him, or what inspired him to write Always? You know what I mean? Like, what a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song.
If you think of the structure, how it like climaxes, it's like...
I've not listened to Bon Jovi for ages, I'm going to have to listen to Bon Jovi.
It's class, and I never really thought about music in that way until I've started writing it properly.
Yeah, the formula almost of it.
Yeah, and like what took him from there and that story to then like getting to the chorus and saying what he was saying, and it sounds simple to like listen to, and it's like, oh, that just makes perfect sense. But see, trying to write it, in my experience, is hard.
Yeah, of course.
Some songs sometimes do just fall out.
It just pour out of you, and other ones, it's a bit more of a process.
Yep.
And the storytelling aspect of it, like, how do you write a song? You personally, is it, you sit down, you're like, today I'm writing a song? Or is it, there's just something niggling away and you write it down, or is it a voice note and then you come back to it? Is it that kind of process?
Always voice notes.
Okay.
I always get a melody first before anything.
Because one of your songs starts with, you're like, and you say that it's a voice note.
That's right.
Which I loved.
Yeah.
Loved that. It was a nice wee touch.
Thank
Enjoyed
you.
that.
It's funny because you know how in your iPhone, if you're on iPhone, if you pull up your voice notes, it comes up where you are. So like Rippingale Way was the house I was in, the address.
I'm so glad you brought that up because it was in my head to ask you. I was like, why is it called that? I love it.
It was Thornton in Blackpool. That's where I was. Out of all places, I was in a house there, seeing one of my mates who is a producer.
Okay.
And we were down and I was at his piano and I come up and we thought it'd be a nice touch to just keep it.
That's cool.
That song, cool. Funnily enough, but we were thinking about putting it out, but I just don't know if it's ready yet. I mean, it's called Say It Out Loud, actually. That's the proper name for that.
Yes.
But truth be told, I thought it sounded quite similar to a song by Elkie Brooks.
Okay.
We Don't Cry Out Loud, and I'm like, I can't even call it that because it sounds identical. But I never.
You're like, I wrote this song without any influence. There's only so many notes on the keyboard.
True. So that's a big reason why I've not pursued to put it out because I didn't want to get copyright. But the weird part about it is I never knew, the significance of that song with Elkie Brooks, and I know her name now, and I know the song title now because it was my granny's song. My dad told me that my gran used to play that. So I had no idea. So I've obviously, as a kid, probably subconsciously, it's been in my head.
That's wild,
you know what I mean?
It?
So that was just a strange one. So it'll probably need a wee bit of rework, so it's not.
Okay.
But that's where I
got
influenced by that.
Of course, yeah. All artists are going to be influenced by other things that they hear, whether they're conscious of it or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just all, and like you were saying before we started recording, the influences are coming all the time. So your process and where you are as a person, which ultimately then is who you are as an artist, is ever evolving.
It is.
So you're making something, and I guess it takes a while for that thing to then go out in the world sometimes because, especially if you're signed to a label or whatever, some of that is not within your control in terms of the timeline. So you can't write a song and just put it out on TikTok the next day necessarily. So by the time that stuff comes out, you're like, oh, but I'm writing this other stuff.
You've totally changed.
You need to hear this. That's wild.
It is.
That's quite a tricky thing.
It is, because at the time you think you've wrote your best stuff, and then like you say,
wait, you ain't seen nothing yet.
And then time goes past, and you're like, oh, that's rubbish. You know what I mean?
Which is not, but
in your mind,
you've evolved.
Yeah.
As a person and as an artist.
It's a funny one actually, that wrestling with that. I've found myself going back into old songs. I can't change them now because they're out there, but even just for a laugh, reworking it a wee bit to
Yeah, my sister did that for this album. She wrote a song, she was 16 and had recorded it, but she's redone it for this album.
Has she?
And it started and I was like, I know this song.
Well, that's Say It Out Loud.
Yeah.
I need to rework it because obviously it's a bit too close to.
Okay, yeah.
Not intentionally, as I say.
No, just happened to be.
Happened to be that,
yeah.
Aye. But I think it's still got a great message. So I still want to keep that because that even now, 12 months ago or whatever, I still feel like that's a strong message and that's one thing I'm trying to be a lot more mindful of as well this time round, to be I say phase 2 because we had
phase
strange
2.
times.
Yeah, okay.
Which come out rapid. But this time I'm trying to just take a wee bit more time, be a wee bit more selective about what I want to actually put together, but also think about the message that I'm trying to put out with a song. So
yeah.
Aye.
It's tricky because it's all on you.
In the end.
As an artist, I mean, it's your name. I guess if you're a band and it's the band's name, then collectively you're taking that responsibility of what is this brand. But when your name's above the door, it's essentially, but you're as a machine and there's all these other people. And then it's I had a guest on recently, Scott Mina, and he was talking about, so he's a Paralympian. Nice. And he was talking about his bus, about who he brings on the bus, Brilliant. The people that you trust. And again, that's a tricky thing because it's your music and it's your career, but then you do need to open the door in order to let these people in to help you.
100%.
So how do you do that?
I'm fortunate enough, like I say, and it was through TikTok, you get to know people, you get meeting people, and these experiences of going out in Berlin and stuff. I think your gut kind of takes you the right way, you know what I mean? If it doesn't feel like If something's not right, if you can't put your finger on it, if it feels like the vibe's off, I think you need to listen to that.
Aye.
But the people I've kind of landed with, it's like I've always known them.
That's nice. That's great to hear.
And it doesn't feel like work. They come to the table with a lot of great ideas and great stories, and we're all kind of singing for the same hymn sheet, pardon the pun.
Great. No, that's brilliant. It's nice to hear because it's so precious, the thing that you're trying to make, and it's so personal.
Absolutely.
But you don't want to invite him on the bus that's not got the right intentions.
Absolutely. And I think it's hard to say with life and people, like they could...
And it's inevitable that some along the way is going to be a hurdle at some point, do you know what I mean? Whether it be the people or the timeline or whatever it is, do you know what I mean? Like there is, totally, you just need to be open to, and know that it's like everything's probably meant, there's a reason for it.
I think that way.
You know, like in terms of like the lessons learned, like you're even saying like phase 2.
Yes.
That it's because you had to do phase 1 to know what you want from phase 2.
Absolutely. I feel like that was like the discovery, like discovering what music, like not what music is to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm covering people's songs for so many years, you actually lose your identity a wee bit in that. Or you don't even fully discover your identity because you're too busy, like, trying to emulate, if you will.
Yeah. But also put your own stamp on those songs, but essentially it's not your story you're telling. Or you're trying to put your story onto somebody else's songs, whereas when you're writing your own stuff and putting it out, this is actually from you. It's from the heart. It's from your experience.
Well, this is it. I felt safe covering because I knew they were trialled and tested songs.
Yeah, people like this.
It's got the data to say like, oh, this is a great song. So like, I always felt. The only time I felt like I don't want to swear, where I was nervous is
you can swear, it's fine.
where I felt like I was shiting myself was if I'd make a mistake singing it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do a disservice to a song, but that was all you needed to worry about. But when you're writing songs and you're trying to think about what it means to you, what it could mean to other people, does it sound good? Is it strong enough? Like all the
chats going on.
You've got all that happening, and it's like fucking hell.
Totally. And then we've not even spoke about the live element. So we're talking about making music and putting it out and recording it and vinyls, and that's all exciting. But then it's actually going out and gigging. What you're saying, you've done it for years.
Yeah.
But then again, it's putting on shows and then hearing people sing your music back to you. That just must be the best thing ever.
It's unreal. It's surreal. Actually, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah. Are there particular moments on stage where you're like, that's going to live in my brain
100%.
forevermore?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Any coming to mind? Just
actually, it's funny because it was a local show, but I played the Adam Smith, and I just remember standing on that stage and, like you say, they were singing the song back to me, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to, if I'm fortunate enough, be able to get the opportunity to just keep running with this and hopefully get to do this in different countries. Like, all that stuff's happening in a flash. You know what I mean? Like, all the thoughts are coming fast. And I just remembered, like, it actually made me a bit emotional because I was like, my God, like they're actually singing my song back. It's not them singing Don't Stop Believing back to me when I was in the pubs. You know what I mean? They're singing one of my songs.
I wrote that.
So that was...
The sense of pride must just be off the scale.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And it's ironic because every time, like before I sing in front of anyone, I always go through like this wheel of emotion, like mini panic attack, need to calm myself down, then I'm panicking again. And to this day, like... riddled with anxiety right before it, then you shoot off onto the stage.
Yeah,
it's like,
this is fine. I love it. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's like jumping out of a plane. It really is. And I've never jumped out of a plane.
You're like, this is it.
I really want to do that, actually.
Me too.
I'm terrified of heights.
Well, I'm not, but I'm just a big featy generally.
Aye.
But it's something that I would always like to do.
I really want to. It's like, I want to try and conquer it. But I get mad thoughts, man. Like, I hate flying, and like I always think, like, what if somebody opened the door? Like, that's what my brain will start.
Like, please don't
playing games with me, and I'm like, oh, that's a horrible thought.
The what if game is not a good game. Don't play it.
I hate that. Like,
what if they didn't? What if they just sat in the sea?
Sweaty hands and that. I'm like, they better not open the door. And I'm like, who? You know what I mean?
This door?
Stupid. Just
I
absolutely
always
stupid
think it's
thoughts.
wild though when they sit people in that seat, you know, and then they have to give them the safety briefing because they're sitting at the door, and you're like, what are they doing? They're just Joe Bloggs, like.
Am I the only one that gets anxious when they start giving you like the listen, if an emergency, they do like the thing.
And the mask and all that.
I start like.
Do you? So you pay attention to that?
Oh, I do.
I get anxiety because people are not behaving themselves because I'm a pure goody two shoes. So some people are like reading,
yes,
or like talking, and I'm like, she's doing like.
To be fair,
pay attention.
Give her the light of day.
This is her performance here. Like, and it's actually for your benefit, pal.
You will want to know this.
Totally. I mean, it's unlikely it's going to happen. But if it does, we need to know what we're doing.
It would be
pay
helpful.
attention. Totally. I'm always anxiety ridden because people are talking. They should be listening.
No, it's true. It's true, to be fair. I get in trouble for that.
That's interesting with the whole pre-gig jitters thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm still performing to a point, and when I get on stage, I choreograph at Berlinkies, and sometimes they wheel me in.
That's a great place, by the way. I've been to
Have you been to
Berlinkies? Yeah, I love Berlinkies.
So I'm resident choreographer at Berlinkies, and sometimes they have to wheel me out as an extra dancer when there's a man down.
That's
and
really
I always
cool.
get behind the curtains, and I'm just like, why am I here? I hate this. This is terrible. Curtains open. I'm like, come on.
You go for it.
It's wild. Do you know what I mean? And then every time I'm like, I'm not doing this again. This is too stressful. And then the curtains open, and you're fine.
It's crazy. It's so mad how your mind.
And you're like, nobody asked me to do this. I could just not.
You didn't. You volunteered.
Yes, I came here willingly.
It's the same with the music. You know what I mean? I signed myself up for this. I'm going to be the singer. You know what I mean? But I'm going to whinge about how I feel. But at the same time, I think it's an unnatural thing to be. Maybe it's no, but this is just my take on it. To be like in front of an audience. You know what I mean? Like for a human and like how we're put together. I don't know if it's quite like when you see the big superstars, and sometimes, God love them, like they'll maybe go through a bad period and they've got the press and they're pressing them, pardon the pun, and
absolutely.
And it's like they're just a human. You know what I mean? And they're just taking life the same way we are.
Yeah, exactly. They're being dealt the same cards.
Literally.
Yeah, and money aside and all the rest of it, like I think it could be quite a lonely existence for people who are extremely famous. You hear all these boy bands and all that, like couldn't leave their dressing rooms, they couldn't leave their hotels, and so it's keeping that sense of normality. The more well known you get, the more you're having to put more of yourself out in order to do the thing that you love. Yep. Essentially, you just want to share your music with the world. That's it.
That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You're adding something to the world.
Of course you are. I mean, what's better than art?
Literally.
Music and...
I mean...
There's no joy in the world if we don't have it.
Literally. And that's the thing that it does it, like... I feel sorry for people, like Justin Bieber, for instance. You know what I mean? I seen, like, a couple of months ago all that ordeal, and he's always been, like, to the media, like, going...
Aye, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
you know
totally.
what I mean? Like, he's out trying to get a coffee. Like, he's earned his right to have a coffee. You know what I mean?
Why so... Yeah. I've never understood that. I mean... I'm not somebody who necessarily gets super starstruck with people because I try and see the human.
Yes.
And people, and I've met some lovely, very famous people, and they're just people.
This is it.
Like I met Billy Connolly, who I wasn't expecting to meet him, and it was like the best day ever. But it was just, I mean, it was exactly how you would think he would be.
Yeah.
It was just, or you would hope he would be. It was just normal.
Just him.
I mean, it was actually talking about a vinyl.
Was he?
Because I had a 1940s, 50s inspired dance troupe, and we were about to do a performance. So we were in the gear, we were looking the part, and he was like, "I've got a record, you know. I've got a vinyl for the 40s, and it's basically it was for soldiers warning them about VD, about sexual transmitted diseases." And it was like,
you gotta know.
It was like, ask Pamela, because she was his wife. Ask Pamela, she'll tell you. And I was like, I'm not going to ask your wife if she's got a record about VD, Billy.
That is brilliant.
But do you know what I mean? And like in that moment, I was like, this is Billy Connolly.
Literally.
But he was just a person.
A
lovely
himself,
person who just wanted to chat. And like, I think that's the thing about yourself. Like, the more well known you get, the more you've got to give of yourself.
You do.
It's just important that you
100%.
always come back to yourself. Like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm doing it for the music. I'm doing it because not because I want to be famous.
No. I would honestly, if it was about that, I would have stopped.
No, and like you're incredibly talented, so you don't need to be famous.
Thank you.
You're a musician. You're an artist.
I appreciate
you're a creative.
that.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's why you're doing it, and that's why people are so warmed to you because like they feel that energy from you. Do you know what I mean?
I really appreciate that. That is, I think, Well, you've hit the nail on the head. It's never been try to be famous or try to get in the limelight. I'd love my songs to get out there.
Yes, of course.
But for the reasons is like...
Your songs are beautiful.
Thank you. And it's like trying to help people or trying to like add to people. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to... If you're not into my music, there is absolutely no problem with that. You know what I mean? I'm not like, mine's is the best and everybody else is... You know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
It's not
about that,
no.
yeah.
I just want to try and... It's purpose for me.
Well, we all have those songs that have helped us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it's like to G us up before something, whether it's like it makes us think of somebody else. Like, and your songs are already doing that for people.
Thank you.
There'll be people that, and you'll hear people will be sending you messages all the time, just like, oh, I love that song, or it, got me through that, or we used that at somebody's wedding or funeral or whatever it is, and that's like, I mean, that stuff you can't buy that.
You can't. I feel like it's those little messages that make you think. Actually, the days I don't feel up to it. That's the time, like when you see a message like that makes you think, actually, there's a bigger picture. You know what I mean? There's these songs are reaching people for different reasons other than my little mind and me can think. You know what I mean?
It's bigger than me.
Aye.
The music.
I'd want it to be. I hope that as God allows it to be, it'll be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? But
it's coming back to that gut thing again. Like, you just have to trust your gut. Like, you know yourself well enough now to know what's right and what's wrong.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It takes time, but
of course.
You do. You get to being an adult and you start thinking, oh, God, why did that like that? Or I wish I could have changed this. I could have done that different. But it's life. You know what I mean?
What's your dad saying about, and your mum, like your family, what are they saying about like the music? And
they're proud. They are. And I mean, it's an honour that my mum and dad feel that way. However, I'm never satisfied. and what I mean by that is I feel like the kind of mentality, like, you've seen nothing yet. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you.
You wait and see.
You know what I mean? I have plans and I just hope that
of course.
They're here long enough so they could see it. That's truthfully what I pray for. So, aye.
That's lovely. Like, it's so like that kind of full circle thing in terms of your dad being a performer and you.
That sounded really dark, by the way. My mum and dad's quite young, so like I think they will be, but hopefully.
No, but it's a nice thing. It's that humility. It's that thinking about the people that matter to you, and the thing that you want the most is to make them proud, and you want them to experience it with you. All the nice things that are coming your way. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want them to be part of it. That's important because, like, I know, like, I literally phone my mum every day, every, like, not necessarily creative decision, but business decision about me as a freelancer and what I'm doing with my career, because there's a couple of strands. Do you know what I mean? The podcast and the dancing and the singing. Like, I'm always, like, she's my go-to. Like, I'll phone her and be like, what do you think about this? Or, oh, I said this, or blah, blah, blah. Or, like, oh, you didn't charge enough for that, or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? And, like, these people are your sounding boards. That you'll have people in your life that, when it's all kicking off and it's all big and it's all a bit scary or whatever, they are the people that you'll go back to and be like,
they know you're the best.
They do.
You know what I mean? They'll call you out on your bullshit if you, if like, Billy or my mum calls me William because that's my name. Yes. Billy's is that an abbreviation? I don't know what they call it. It's a short name. But is that a Scottish thing, by the way? Like, where we change William to Billy?
I don't know.
Or is that, actually, I've never asked the question
just
outside of Scotland.
We'll just own it. We'll just say it is. It's us. We're good at them.
But she'll know if I'm, like, making out as if I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Mum, I'm fine.
She's on you.
No, she knows straight
away.
Your
mammy knows.
This is it. I mean, we were on the phone on the way through here.
Right, yeah.
Talking about aneurysms, out of all things, randomly. And we laughed because we're like, why are we talking about aneurysms? And I'm like, I don't even know how we ended up in this conversation. It had nothing to do with aneurysms. I think
the chain of thought.
Mental. But we laughed. And I was like, I'm going to try and bring that up. So I have.
So William.
That's it.
Well done. You got it.
Mo, I did it. You'd be proud.
I mentioned aneurysms in the front of the brain. Well, let me know. I'm hopeful that nobody's got an aneurysm.
I hope not either.
But
I hope everybody's
that's
okay.
not why you were talking about it.
No.
Interesting.
I think we were talking about someone.
This podcast does go on many avenues, so I'm not surprised we're talking about that.
I think it was something she was watching on Netflix. I think she was telling me about one of the episodes. And
do you get to watch telly? You're far too busy for watching Netflix.
And to be honest, I'm not really a TV guy.
You know. What does Billy do when Billy's not Being Billy Reekie.
That's a great question. Probably
What's your
annoying
thing?
people.
What else are you into other than music? What's your
I
thing?
like cooking, but that would I can't say that in good faith because I never cook. But I like let me reiterate what
Okay,
it says.
okay.
I like watching cooking. So like I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch Gordon Ramsay and how he'll put this together. I think I would be a good cook, but I've not
Just
tried
not
it.
got time.
No, I probably do have time. I'm just a lazy so and so.
I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
It's quite meditative watching people.
It is. I find it really relaxing.
I just don't have the skill or like I like nice food, but I'm not really bothered about making it.
I'm good at a pot noodle.
Listen, I'm your pal. At this stage of the amount of jobs that I'm doing, I'm like, you're lucky if I've got time to boil a kettle.
100%. It is.
I got a cup of tea made for me today and I was delighted about it.
Bless you. You know, actually, that being said, I do like watching telly, but I like going to the cinemas.
Yes.
I really love the cinemas. I don't know why.
It's an experience, isn't it? It's like going to a gig. Like, it's a
love
whole
it.
thing.
Aye.
I think it's like the
See, an
ceremony of
empty-
it.
An empty cinema.
Oh.
Me and my dad, we would go to Livingston
Yes.
because it was at Ocean Terminal.
Yeah.
And we would get the late showings.
nobody's
Because
in.
there was nobody in. You get the counter, you get to eat, and you go and watch a film, and it'd be me and him, and we'd just be watching. I don't even think we were there to see the film, to tell you the truth. We were just there for the vibe, you know what I mean?
That is so cool.
Because he's a really busy man. My dad's got multiple different things that he does, like
Yeah.
from being a chiropractor, hypnotist, log
No, he
man.
isn't.
He had a pizza van. He's a roofer.
So the roofing thing,
Yes.
my dad's a roofer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So my dad's a musician and gigged
wow.
when we were growing up. So my dad was the same, but my dad's always been a roofer.
That is so ironic.
So, and he literally just retired this year. My dad's like 75, was still climbing up roofs. Mum's like, Jerry, you don't
Good
need to be
on
doing
him.
this. But loves to work, just
who
likes
he
to be
is.
busy.
Aye.
My dad plays guitar every day in life.
Wow.
Sings every day. Constantly says to me, you picked up that guitar? And I'm like, no, I've not got time. So I'm a big disappointment.
No.
But yeah, like the link. So
How
when
funny is that?
when I saw your videos at first, that's why I got into you and you were on roofs and I'm like, wait till I show my dad this. Jerry, get a guitar up in the roof.
Literally.
So cool. So cool.
You know, that was credit to my dad. That was his idea.
Is
Aye,
it?
he thought, do you know what will stop people scrolling, William? I was going to say Billy again. But,
yeah.
I said, you should do a song up on the roof.
Love it.
And then we quickly regretted it because the first time I'd done it, God love the customer, I never thought to tell the customer that I was doing this. I just run with the feeling of like,
I'm no in your house.
aye, but I should have known better, to be fair. But like, we just run with the idea like, oh, that would be a great
That'll be
video.
cool. Yep, let's do it.
No consideration to the fact that we're doing someone's roof. So the women's came out, God love her, and went, what the is going on here? And we had to like explain. I just like
That's
spat
hilarious.
everywhere there, sorry.
That's so funny.
So I had to tell her.
You're getting a free gig, woman. What you
Well,
worried
I
about?
sung her a song. She thought it was no bad, to be fair. I've heard worse. So,
Jeez,
well, I appreciate that.
That's hilarious.
So she was nice enough to understand. But of course, if you're in your bedroom and you hear somebody get
What is he doing?
it big licks on your roof, you know what I mean? You're like, what? So I
That's hilarious.
it never crossed my mind. So for the jobs going forward, my dad was like, right, well let me just get to know the person first
We'll let
before
him
we
know it's going to happen.
start singing on the roofs. But the
Such a cool idea.
it was, I'll give him his credit. Like that was a
Love it.
outlandish but cool
I know because I was
idea.
watching some of the old videos, I was scrolling back kind of thing, and some of the boys behind you know, they're doing the dance moves. I was like,
my wee brother.
Oh, is that your brother?
Yeah, well, foster brother.
Yeah.
My mum and dad started fostering when I was 9, actually. So
Jeez, oh.
they've been doing it that many years. But but they're brother to me. Like I've got 2
course.
brothers and a big sister as well. Who
Who has a lovely voice.
Tyra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a great singer. I've been trying to get her to write, but above Tyra, there's Emma, who was also
My
part.
sister's called Emma.
Really?
Yeah,
Bloody hell, eh?
sister. Yeah, totally.
So, well, we're like
That's so lovely.
a big.
What a gorgeous family.
There's a few years, like, but they're all my brothers and sisters.
Course.
They're all blood to me. You know what I mean? So,
You seem like good people, Billy.
mum and dad's good people.
No, but you do.
Oh, thank you. I try my best. I just try to keep it real.
That.
I'm not perfect.
We're just
but
doing the thing, aren't we? We just try to live our life, do the thing that we love.
That's
And it
it.
is such a blessing. You know, my dad will say that to me. My dad wants to be a chef.
Oh, really?
And But
I like cooking. No.
Billy, he's watched enough YouTube videos. So my dad's not playing guitar. He's watching a YouTube video. He loves a cookery program too. And yeah, like that thing of like getting to do something you love. You know, my dad did, you know, gigged for years and all that, you know, but obviously he's a family man and he worked really hard, continued to work really hard for us all kind of thing. So I think his dream would have been to do the music thing or to do, you know, being a chef or whatever. So he always says to me like, you're really lucky to be doing the thing you love. And I'm like, I know. So when I'm quote unquote moan or like, oh God, I'm so tired, I've got so many jobs. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm actually really lucky.
100%.
Because I could be not doing this thing.
So
I could
true.
be doing actual hard work.
It's really
something
true.
really hard I don't like.
That is. I
You
say
know?
the same. Like my dad, him being the singer first in my house, you know what I mean, and pursuing that and then choosing family life over his dream, that takes a lot, you know
Really
what I mean?
does.
I don't know. I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah.
You know, my dream's my dream. I'm trying to
And there's
run with
nothing
this.
wrong with that. That's not selfish. That's you have to stay true to yourself. You have to. It's your life. You can do what you like with it.
Absolutely.
You
The
know?
thing is, as well, I often think like I'm, you know, on the other side of 20s now, but I'm also like, if I did become a dad at this point in time, I feel like I would be a shit dad. Like I'd rather not be a dad, try and do what I'm doing,
Experience
and
your
then
life.
I could spend proper time with my kids. You know what I mean? Like have time where
course.
I don't have to go away and I don't have to be. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, of course.
that's kind of what I'm gambling on that. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that I do get to a point where I can provide a good life for these wee people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but God will, like I say, he'll decide whether that's in the cards or no.
Of course. So imminently it is the vinyl store
Yes,
tour, which is so exciting.
I'm buzzing.
It'll be great. I know you were saying like an intimate setting, something that's like a joy and also like that anxiety thing.
Oh, I'm
Cause
terrified, but I can't wait.
but everybody will be there for you, and they'll have a
well,
lovely time. So
I just-
everybody's there for the right reasons.
You're right. It's just I want to give them their money's worth and make sure I do the best job. And like we were talking about earlier before we started, small rooms with like 5 or 6 people feel like terrifying.
You're like, I'll do Wembley, all right?
Well, I probably shite myself there as well, but it is jarring. You know what I mean? Like when you're right in front of someone and you have to sing.
And when's the next big gig? When's the next like? Give me a crowd. When's
Transmit.
that?
We're playing Transmit. Yeah.
How cool's that?
21st of June. I'm buzzing. I cannot wait.
That's amazing.
Genuinely.
See, I seen you in that lineup. I was like,
I
that's so
honestly
cool.
could not believe it when I got the news. I was like, "Mo, I'm playing Transmit," and she was buzzing. But
That is so cool.
I feel like I don't want to say this because it's cringy, but I'm going to say it.
Do it. Put it out there.
All my pals used to go to Transmit and stuff when we were like 15, 16, 17, or was it teen apart then? Like 10 years ago. I would never go. And I'd always get asked, why are you not going? I says, I'm not going unless I'm playing. So all these years, 10 years it's took to go and see Transmit. How ignorant is that? I should have went because I probably would have had a great time.
Well, whatever. This is correct.
Aye, so I kind of
Yes.
silently like
Good on you.
I'm like, go on. You know what I
Billy,
mean?
that's so cool.
So
I want you to have the best time.
thank you.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy the tour, the vinyl stores. That's going to be so cool, and everybody's just going to be buzzing for it. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just go and enjoy it because it's all part of the adventure.
It is.
It really is, and I'm so appreciative that you came here today because you could have not.
I
Because I just
appreciate
pure
you
like
having me
messaged
on.
you like I'm like you don't know me.
No, I'm
but like
grateful.
you came and you did this and I knew it was going to be great and I've loved it and I know you're going to just continue to soar and have the best time.
Thank you.
Look after yourself.
Thank you very much.
Sing all the songs. Have all the joy. Just lap it up and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you got up to next. Thanks. And on that note, how good was that? I loved it. I always love it. It's just, yeah, this is the best. This is like, who let me in here to do this? This is so much fun. Billy Reekie, please go and check. All the links are in the bottom down there. I'll put them all. So go and check out Billy's amazing music. And if you're going to Transmit, be sure to go and see Billy play live. And I'll see you next time on the Braw and the Brave Pals. Thanks so much. And we'll wave to this wee camera here.